Hello, YouTube. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. I know I've been uploading a lot of videos lately, and that's because I just have a lot to talk about, and plus Christmas is around the corner, and I probably won't be around as much as I am now. You know, Christmas festivities and all of that fun stuff. But I thought since I had the weekend majorly to myself that I would light an incense that would light and show you guys, talk to you guys about some things, so on and so forth. So, the lovely Paula Jones, who is a regular commenter of mine, asked me if I could, let me just adjust this a bit and put this over here so that y'all can see it. I hope y'all can see this. Yeah, you can. She asked me if I would talk about sigils. I've seen this talked about a little bit. There's plenty of books on the internet on how to do sigils. I even have one that I bought off of Amazon. I can't remember the title of it right now. But there are, I think it's like Practical Sigil Magic or something, but there are tons of books and resources on the internet on how to do sigils. And this is one of the ways that I personally do sigils. So I'm just gonna fold this in half so that we can have two pieces of paper. Your sigils, and keep in mind that these are my opinions, okay? And this is how I do things in my craft. And it's going to vary on your craft and what you do and what feels right to you. But this is generally how I do them, and this is a little bit from the book and a little bit of my thing. So first of all, what even is a sigil? A sigil is basically a bunch of letters formed from a word that then forms a symbol of some kind that you can empower with your thoughts, and you put your intentions into your sigil, and you put your motivations and your true will into your sigil. To activate sigils, what you would do, so let's actually make a sigil and we'll talk about more about activating it and all of that fun stuff. So the first thing that you do with your sigils is you write something like I want, and I hope that you all can see this. Yeah, you can. So it's I want, and then whatever you want, or I have. They have to be statements that are not like please give me or please bring to me. It's I want, I have, this person is, so on and so forth. So let's actually start with that. So we're gonna use Jane Doe as an example. So this is not a real working, this is an example. So I apologize to any Jane Does out there who get a shit ton of magic done on them. But you can start with something like Jane Doe, let's get mean. Let's wreck this bitch's life. Has been, or no, sorry, will be in a car accident. So this is savage. Like, we're just being savage. We're just being savage. So I'm not putting any actual intentions into this in case there is a real Jane Doe out there and she actually gets into a car accident. So your statement has to be precise and exact. So Jane Doe will be in a car accident, or Jane Doe and Bobby Fischer are broken up. Like, it's things that you are projecting to the universe. So you know how like sometimes people will say be careful what you wish for, or like be like to tell you to be careful of your words because they might actually manifest into something. Like that old saying, what you put out is what you get back. So if you say something like Jane Doe and Bobby Fischer are broken up, like if you say that enough times, it kind of puts it out to the universe, and then, you know, a week later you might find out that these two did break up. And you might think, oh, well, that's just coincidence, but as witches, you know, power is in words. So now that we have this, what we're going to do is we're going to take out every letter that is the same. So we're going to take out one of the letters. So is there any more J's? No. Is there any more A's? Yes. We're going to take out an A. Is there any more N's? Yes. So we're going to take out an N. Is there any more E's? There's a bunch of E's. So we're going to take out all the E's, but we're going to leave one of them. Is there any more D's? Yes, there is. Is there any more O's? No. Any more H's? No. Is there any more W's? No. Is there any more I's? Yes, so take out all of the same I's. Any more L's? Yes, there's one, so just take out one of the L's. Is there any more B's? No. N's? Yes. A's? Yes. Take out all of the same A's. Is there any more C's? Yes, there's a bunch. Is there any more R's? No. A? No. C? No. I? No. D? No. E? No. N? No. And T? No. So what you're left over with is J, O, H, W, L, B, R, A, C, I, D, E, N, T. So what you're left with here, where's the thing, is you can see along the bottom here is the letters that you're left with. And you're going to use this to make your sigil. So if we go to our second piece of paper, you might do something like a J. Okay. So can we make an O? We can make an O out of this. An H can be made out of this. A W can be made out of this. An L can be made out of this. A B is made out of this. An R. An A. A C. An I. Where are we? A D is already made in here. An E. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the N up here. And then we've already got the T. Okay, so this is the basics of your sigil. You can wrap this in a circle, you can wrap this in a square, whatever the case may be. Most people will wrap it in a circle, but I generally leave them like this. So this is your sigil. This is our sigil that says Jane Doe will be in a car accident. So what most of the books stipulate to do, and what I like to do, is you'll visualize this. You will entrap this whole sigil in your mind. You will do it in such a way that it is buried in your subconscious, okay? So I'm actually just gonna use this plate that has some stuff on it, okay? So what some people will do to activate a sigil, so there's a few ways. You can have the sigil somewhere in visible sight, and you can have sex, and right at the height of climax, stare at the sigil and entrap it in your mind right at the height of climax. You can masturbate, and right at the height of climax, stare at the sigil and imbue it in your brain. Once you have it, you can also meditate and focus on it and focus on it and focus on it and focus on your intentions of what it's doing. And you want the sigil, the shape of the sigil, imbued in your subconscious, okay? It's gonna be in two places. It's gonna be in your conscious and your subconscious. Once you have it imbued in your subconscious, you're going to destroy the sigil. So let's say we took the time, we imbued this into our conscious and our subconscious, you're going to destroy the sigil. And stand up or don't. I don't really care. I'm just going to move this away from the camera. So when you're destroying the sigil, you're erasing it from your conscious memory, okay? So you're keeping it in your subconscious, but you're erasing it from your conscious memory. You don't think about it anymore. You don't think about it. What you've done is you've imbued this into your subconscious, and it's gone out into the universe. So if I actually took the time and I meditated strong enough that this was imbued in my subconscious, and then I destroyed it, the sigil is activated, okay? And when a sigil is activated, it is sent out to the universe. Its magics, its potency, its all of that jazz is sent out to the universe. And one of the ways I like to visualize that it's being sent out to the universe is that this smoke that's rising up, I don't know if you can see the smoke that's rising up, but the smoke that's rising up is actually sending it out to the universe. This is the sigil itself. It's going out to the universe. It's activated. It's doing its thing, and you never have to worry about it again. It is imbued in your subconscious. It is sent out there. It is out in the universe. It is doing its thing. Sigils are very powerful. You'll see them if any of you are ceremonial magicians or know any ceremonial magicians, you'll know that they work with sigils of demons or angels or other entities that they then focus on that sigil. They imbue it into their subconscious. They use that sigil upon calling on those entities and so on and so forth. For witchcraft and traditional witchcraft, or at least in my practice, a sigil, once it is activated and it's imbued and it's destroyed, it goes out into the universe. It's done. This is like the simplest hit it or quit it, but it also, or hit it and quit it, but it requires a lot of work. So not only do you make your symbol based off of your words that you came up with, but you're also taking that time to really focus, really put all of your intentions into it, really imbue this symbol into your soul, essentially. And then you erase it from your conscious mind, you destroy the sigil, and it's done. It is like the will of the magician is done, okay? So I hope that this has helped you understand how I use sigils in my craft and what they mean to me. If you have any questions, comments, or other ways of using sigils, please feel free to do a video response or leave comments down below. Until next time, tubies.